didn't come here to sit still. You came here because something inside you, that restless, hungry, quietly desperate part of you, needed to be reminded what it feels like to be alive. So close your eyes for just a moment. Breathe in. Somewhere between the salt of the Caribbean and the warmth of the Mexican sun, a city is waiting for you. Not the Cancún of all-inclusive wristbands and frozen margaritas. Though we'll get to the margaritas. Don't worry. No. The real Cancún. The one that hums beneath the surface. The one that smells like copal smoke and fresh tortillas and something ancient that has no name in any language you were taught in school. Today is not a vacation. Today is a reckoning, and it starts right now. Your alarm doesn't go off at 7. It goes off at 5:15, and you are going to be grateful for that. You stumble toward the window, half asleep, and then it hits you. That air, even through the glass, even in the blue dark before the sun has made up its mind, you can feel it pressing against the building like a living thing. Humid and warm and electric. You pull on something light, grab whatever bag you packed last night, and you step outside before your brain has a chance to talk you out of it. The streets near downtown Cancún, the real downtown, Cancún Centro, not the hotel zone, are just beginning to stir. A woman is rolling a cart stacked with papayas and mangoes the color of sunset, and she doesn't look up when you pass, because this is just Tuesday for her. This is just life, and that fact alone is enough to stop you in your tracks. A dog trots by her with the dignified indifference of someone who has somewhere important to be. A motorbike cuts through the quiet with a sound like a brief argument. You walk north, following the smell, and yes, you will smell it before you see it. The smell of masa on a hot comal, of butter and piloncillo and something faintly smoky, rising from a small bakery with no sign above the door. Just a square of warm orange light spilling onto the sidewalk. You go in. Of course, you go in. The woman behind the counter slides a pan dulce across to you without being asked, because she knows. She always knows. You take it with both hands, like it's something sacred, because in this moment, it is. You order a café de olla darn sweet and laced with cinnamon, and you take it outside, and you stand on the corner, and you wait, and then it happens. The sky, which has been the color of a bruise, begins to change. First, a smear of deep violet along the horizon, then a thin line of burning orange, impossibly precise, like someone drew it with a brush dipped in fire. Then the whole eastern edge of the world goes pink and gold, and that particular shade of coral that you have no word for but that lives in your chest from this moment forward. The Caribbean is 3 kilometers to your right, and you can't see it yet, but you know it's there, because the light bouncing off that water is unlike any light you have ever seen in your life. It doesn't just illuminate things. It transforms them. The ordinary becomes luminous. The mundane becomes myth. Finish your coffee. It's time to move. By 9 in the morning, Cancún Centro is fully, gloriously, overwhelmingly alive. You undertake the Avenida Tulum toward Park Los Palopes, and you want to walk slowly, because this street is not meant to be rushed. Bonjour, lift a man is selling aguas frescas from a cart. Jamaica, tamarindo. Their colors so vivid they look like something from a painting rather than something you're actually allowed to drink. On your right, a group of school children in uniforms. The color of limes are arguing about something with the full passion of people who have never been told to calm down, and you love them for it. Park Las Palopes opens up in front of you like a held breath finally released. It is the kind of public square that cities in other parts of the world spend millions trying to manufacture and never quite get right. Here it exists naturally, effortlessly, in the way that things which have always been true simply exists. Palm trees lean over benches where old men read newspapers without urgency. Teenagers sit on the edges of the fountain with the particular posture of people who are pretending not to be looking at each other. A man in a hammock. Yes, an actual hammock. Strung between 2 trees with the casualness of someone who has decided that this is simply how chairs work in Cancun. Reads a paperback and occasionally laughs at something the book says. Stop walking. Stand still. Do you hear that? Somewhere at the far end of the park, a marimba is playing. Not a recording. A real marimba, played by real hands. The notes cascading off each other like water finding its way downhill. This is not a performance for tourists. This is just what Tuesday sounds like here. Let that land. Let that actually reach you. If something in your chest shifts, if something loosens that you didn't realize was tight, that's Cancun working on you.